Welcome back, everyone. My name is Eltimar, and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we were exploring
I'm gone.
the ineluctable prison, Baphomet's dungeon.
Is there more?
The prisoner is mumbling in a rare dialect of Quadiran tongue. We were 6 thieves who entered this prison. Now there are none of us. 5 found easy deaths in battle. I'm bound by 4 torments: hunger, thirst, cold, and darkness. I'm going to put up a notepad because I think we're going to have to write that down. So it's looking like 6054. That could be a code. In fact, I'm almost certain it is. And also assured it is.
There's something here.
Do we quick save? I will quick save because dispelling a magical barrier can be tough.
Worthy of praise.
There's also apparently a trap somewhere. It was literally right in front of us. I don't know why I couldn't see that, but no one took damage, so I don't know if I care. It's fine. It's early in the morning. Totally missed that. It's actually right there.
Useful to you.
So this little encounter here makes the dungeon a little bit harder, but is worth a ton of experience. Who sent you? You're no guard, no servant to Baphomet. I can't see you, but I can smell this is so, and I can smell that you're strong, very strong. Whoever you are, I thank you for my freedom. Please accept my humble gift. It's not a gift. We get the Ashen Curse, except we're immune to it, which is funny. We really are immune to it. The other group got Ashen Cursed, and it sucked. I wonder if we still get the encounters for the Ashen Lady. She should have been right there had she existed, so I guess maybe not. Okay, we need to find the sword for the ghost, obviously. That's one of the things we have to do. This might be the one we needed, so this one's 6054.
Let me help.
Definitely not. But we're gonna fight some Penagi. Several of them.
I will resist.
Luckily we got a surprise round. We are out of Syracuse because we used them all against the one demon. But we have Storm Bolts, so good enough. We killed that one in a single hit. How did we do that? Must have been really hurt from the Storm Bolts.
Be gone, fiend!
Prepare yourself.
What's left alive? Oh, there's one way over here.
Don't hold back. The Inheritor. Guide my blade.
It could be that one we just found is for the other one, although I don't feel it is. I did that right, 6054. We were 6 thieves entered this prison, now there's none of us. 5 found easy death in battle, I'm bound by 4 torments: hunger, thirst, cold, and darkness. There is another puzzle room it could be. I think it's... Just gotta figure out what room it's in. Here. Could be this one, I guess. Let's go try it out. Worst case, we end up in another fight. Get some more experience. Except we don't. They're not worth any experience. Never mind. Alright. You're already here. So 6.
Shield me from their sight.
No?
I am never
6,
wrong.
0, 5, 4. That is correct. Okay, cool. Bunch of scrolls. This one we'll find the answer to eventually. Or we'll look it up, because I think that was the one I couldn't figure out where to get the solution from. But who knows, maybe it'll appear. There are some Galu warmongers. And a Dretch. Explodey Dretch.
Strike.
Many Explodey Dretches. We do not have a surprise round. There's also a tick swarm in here. Okay. Yes, blow up her. She's perfectly fine with that. Wow, good job on that 1 damage. No! Wrong. Oh, that sucks. It didn't kill Ember, luckily. Or not Ember, Nenio. Nenio does have last stand, but she can't take another one of those hits if she doesn't have last stand on, so let's get her some health back.
I am your end.
Rain of Blood, another Dretch. Storm Bolts. Hopefully it'll stun them for a bit.
You should have run. Make your peace. Killing is what I was made for.
There we go. I think we killed them all. We need to kill those tick. Where did the ticks go? I honestly don't know where they went.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
There's 2 more dretches. There's many more dretches. It's actually just fine so far. Is he like infested or something? No? Huh.
Fight.
Well, the fight's over, I guess. Where did the ticks go?
I finished here. Is there more?
The corpse looks as if it exploded from the inside. All the entrails have been eaten away, and the flesh is covered with oily mucus.
I finished here. Is there more? I'm glad I was useful to you.
Just a bunch of random junk. There's some celsoids in there.
The goddess.
Gonna just heal us up. We're gonna need another rest probably in here eventually, but maybe not, who knows. Apparently the self swords are wanting to fight us. I personally think that's suicidal of them. I definitely think that's suicidal of them. There's another insane prisoner here. I'll take all of that.
I finished here. Is there more? I do what I must.
No perception checks. Alright, let's try this prisoner out.
Shield me from their sight.
I'm glad I was useful to you. Interesting.
He scattered his damned riddles everywhere. Bait for thieves like us. We found one right after we got out. Got out of the rat tunnel. We were fools. 6 thieves, none, 5, and then 4. It's the same thing as the last one, but I don't think that's the same. It's obviously not the solution. Okay. Because we tried it on the other one and it did not work. We'll continue on and see if we can find another solution. The rat tunnel, he said.
Shield me from their sight.
There's a tick swarm in here. There's several tick swarms and a guard. Let's save. Svendak. Svendak is focused on the prisoners groaning in unbearable pain as they're eaten alive by a swarm of horrid creatures. The voracious monsters look bloated, yet they keep growing in size. My babies, the brood of our lord himself. You grew up so fast. Svendak looks over at you. Look here, what a tasty meal your mommy has prepared for you. The vile scum of Galarian that has insulted our master. Maybe as a reward for her death, the great Baphomet will even give your mommy his loyal bitch Arilu, so that I can take her place as archpriestess. And then, my sweet children, will ascend and rule. She breaks into boisterous laughter. As you can see, fate has been kind to me. And I've had these little darlings. They're all healthy and very hungry. I'm glad you've arrived just in time for their meal. Where are you holding the hand of the Inheritor? Oh, that little bird got to sit in the sturdiest cage. But you still haven't found it yet, have you? And you never will, but I'll gladly show you your own prison. Please wait just a little longer, good angel. We're coming to help you very soon. Looking for a blade named Dawnflower's Kiss. She giggles slyly. Don't even think about it. All of Epinavicius' treasures now belong to me as the sole inheritor of this prison and its new mistress. Even that useless scrap of metal. Time to die. My babies, here's your second course. The horrid creatures interrupt their bloody feast and focus all their attention on you. Their soft flesh is bound in moist, shiny carapaces, and their fat bodies rest on articulate legs. The headless eyes have fearsome-looking jaws, the snapping of which drowns out Svandek's mad cackling.
Do not waver.
She is crazy, but okay. Let's go fight her.
This will hurt.
Kick her in the face. Kick her in the head till she's dead. Yeah. Okay, one tick swarm is dead.
Prepare yourself.
Never thought I'd have so much in common with the bandits from Baldur's Gate. Oh, there's another swarm. Okay, that's fine.
The light.
Can you even do damage to them? Kind of. We'll just blow them up with, well, I mean, you can Flame Strike. Some, if I had memorized Flame Strike, that probably would have been a good idea.
Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
Okay, so Nenio's gonna move up to like here-ish. Stormbolt. Fight's over. Ticks are no match for pure lightning damage. Warden's Key. Composite Bow +1, Glaive +2, Mithril Breastplate +4, Constitution +4, Warden's Circlet, which is a helmet, Mental Perfection +4, grants the wearer the ability to summon 2 Labyrinth Demodan Destroyers for 2 minutes twice per day. Quick Resistance +4, Natural Armor +4 as well.
The world has suffered enough.
Nothing of value. Nothing really of value. The Indomitable Punisher is a pretty nice Tongi if you use one of those. I think that's the sword we're looking for. Dawnflower's Kiss is a +5 Scimitar. And a book called Legends of the Dark Knights by Matthias Erd. What does this guy do? One could have mistaken this wretched mortal for a stuffed effigy if not for the eyes, alive and full of pain. Oh, we can just kill the wretched victim. Let's kill them all. Nope, don't do that. You are not Luckpick Kyrieru or anything like that. There's another one there.
I finished here. Is there more?
We won't leave them in their catatonic state. Alright, we need to go all the way back up to here. Give the sword back to... It was here, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is our cage. And then we'll continue on through the labyrinth. Things are going pretty well, I think.
I'm always ready.
Maniacal joy burns in the Spectre's eyes. Have you come to torture me? It's too late. I'm free. Free! Mad, hysterical laughter quickly turns into equally hysterical weeping. Is this the sword you were talking about? Cecily extends her trembling hand towards the blade. Vile monsters. This once blessed blade. What have they turned it into? Will you let me be the spark that will drive away the evil that has tainted it? Atone for your sin and purify this sword. With a sad smile, Cecily speaks in a surprisingly clear, pure voice. You are a true heroine. May your bones not languish in this labyrinth and not join the myriad others. And we get Dawnflower's Kiss, which is a holy +5 scimitar that grants initiative bonuses whenever we confirm a critical. What? Whenever the wielder confirms a critical hit, it grants them a +4 bonus on initiative rolls? You don't roll initiative until after combat. What? That seems kind of pointless. Or until, yeah. Like, you roll initiative before you enter combat. You definitely don't re-roll it in combat. I'm confused as to... Maybe it puts them up in the initiative order? That would be kind of weird, but I mean, it's possible, I guess.
Together, we stand.
Search for the
Oh,
beauty.
that's not what I meant to click. Actually, you go this way. Go fast. No obelisk here. I thought there would be, but that's clearly not the case. Maybe down here. I pressed the button. I don't know what it did.
Help where I can.
Oh my god. Get out of the way. Stupid Soziel with his hitbox being like half the screen. Also, why is this Soziel's hitbox where this mouse is? I wonder what that button did. Are there other buttons at the end of the other ones that I missed? No. Definitely not that one, anyways. Nothing that was an obelisk. Are we gonna have to search this place for, like, individual tiny little Baphomet heads?
Move.
Okay, anyways. Let's wait for the rock to go by. And then we'll go into here. We don't have to leave immediately afterwards either. We can go look around some more. Which we may do. Maybe that button turned off the rock.
Follow if you dare.
I think it just turned off the rock.
Shield
Okay.
me from their sight.
Good enough then. Awaken the magic circle. This one doesn't have a magic arcana check. Okay, well,
You require my unbiased opinion?
do we buffs? We shall buffs.
Let me help.
What do we got here? Do we have bless on? Let's bless.
No reason to pause.
Let's grab ear
Anything
protection. Let's grab mirror image.
I'm prepared.
Grab that.
I'll take care of it.
You can grab holy. I'll grab divine power, sure. Grab a sunblade. Gotta wait for it to go off. There we go. Grab nimbus.
Rely on me.
Grab veil.
I'm always open to ideas.
We're gonna haste, but also displace. Alright. I think it should be enough spells.
I'm off.
Shellen, shield me from their sight.
This wasn't the battle I thought it was gonna be. Oh, right, we have to go through the statues first. Okay.
Desna, guide my hand. Don't hold back.
Let's just get in here. Oh, a Sirocco. Well, now you're just trying to be annoying. What do we even have for spells left? Not a lot. We may have to rest before this upcoming fight, actually. We're really low on spells. Awesome.
The Inheritor.
Well, it's effectively the end of this fight. They're all frozen solid.
Begone, fiend!
Good job, Soziel. Damn. I'm actually kind of impressed. Let's get out of the Sirocco.
Make your peace. Strike. You should have run.
Into the fray.
Okay, we're gonna get this Awaken the Magic Circle thing going right now. The immense statue is watching you impassively. Its horned head suddenly leans forward and gives you a sly wink. It's still not too late to kneel before me. If you admit here and now that you have no other master other than me, I'll grant you permission to take your own life swiftly and painlessly. I am sick of you. The giant statue lowers its horns menacingly. Your bones will line the walls of my labyrinth, mortal. Except it won't. I already killed you once.
To battle, my friends!
This is not the best position to be standing in. If we can kill this one statue, we can
This will hurt.
then go after the other one, obviously, but
Fall!
that was terrible. The worst attack round ever. Immune to Hellfire Ray.
The light take you.
The other group had an easier time with this. Okay, that hurts. But the statue did die, so I'll take it. Immune to Storm Bolts. Okay.
Prepare yourself. Don't hold back.
I will bring
Was it-
down the divine wrath!
Yeah, we have a good chance to hit on our first attacks. So it's immune mostly to magic. Let's just leave it alone then.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
It's a very good attack modifier.
Desna, guide my hand.
Everyone knows. Oh, circle went away. Cool. What were they even carrying, I wonder? Glaive plus 4s. And then random junk. So, we're gonna rest really quickly here. We need some spells for the upcoming fight. And we have some decent-ish protective rituals still.
One more tip.
I don't think that will be corrupted. And we can bring back Interceptor, who died earlier. Impact to corruption is weakened. Nice. Good job. And let's do some buffs. We don't need too many of them. Well, we do need a restoration, apparently. We have some strength drain that I wasn't really aware of. No one else has any debuffs, though.
Are we ready to move out?
You do this to everyone. You do this. And then this. And then this. And then... We'll throw these on right before we go into the... Actually, we can put that one on. That one lasts for a while. This. Come on, hurry up. This. On yourself. That on yourself. That on yourself. Those are round. That's a round per level spell. Round per level spell. Doesn't say. 1 minute per caster level. Okay. That one. 1 round per level. And not important. Okay. That's basically done then.
Weapons,
Do that.
poisons.
On yourself.
The art of healing is so diverse
Don't need
these
any of
days.
this.
A shame one life is not enough to master.
Do that really quickly. And then we'll do... True Sight. Never know. And I think that's pretty well it for that one. And then we're gonna go this. This.
The world has suffered enough.
Less.
Things right.
Okay. And then haste and we're
Are
done.
my favorite aid.
Let's see how this goes.
I do what I must.
The tall shadow shifts towards you slightly. You see a familiar form, the familiar golden armor, but how much has changed? A malevolent glow streams from the pierced breastplate and cracked helmet, but the change goes much deeper than that. All signs of life and emotion have been drained from the hand of the Inheritor. His movements are sharp and precise, mechanical, the gestures impersonal and hollow, as is his voice. Commander, I've been waiting for you. The Lord of the Labyrinth has revealed his plan to me. The former Herald of Iomade speaks in a monotone, as if he's commenting on the weather. He used me to open portals to your lands. He said my soul reached out to you. I do not know why. Out of vengeance or as a plea for help, or perhaps merely out of habit. Baphomet told me that you'd come for me, that he would prevail either way, whether I destroy you or you destroy me. Former allies tearing each other to shreds can only benefit him. Most curious indeed. What's that black liquid that's oozing out of you? Blood? Unlikely. Hold on now, don't move. I need to take a sample. In a swift motion, Ninio catches a drop of the slimy fluid seeping out of the holes in the hand's armor with the tip of her finger, sniffs it, then licks it clean. Definitely not blood. Phlegm, sap, ectoplasm? It's closest to sap. Hypothesis? Some angels are of plant origin. Angel of light. What has the monster done to you? Arushale looks at the hand of the Inheritor in horror. I've seen those who have fallen low because of their own foolishness, because of others' temptations, my own temptations. But you never even had the choice. You've not made a single mistake, yet you have been corrupted by brute force. You are not what they turned you into. Fight it. I'll try to save you. I do not need to be saved, but I thirst for battle. Every crack of the whip, every poisonous spell drove that thirst into me. The time has come to quench it. This is gonna suck, this fight. There's also several enemies. We're gonna go in on the hand, or not the hand, but... Oh no. Oh, that was Silvio. Never mind, whatever. He's fine. Do we Sirocco? We Sirocco. Ugh. Okay, right about there. Well, it was most of them. Okay, I'll take it. What is that? There's a shadow here. There's the Ashen Lady. Is she here to help or hinder, I wonder? That was a Reaver. She is here to hinder. This is less good than I had hoped. Okay, so we kind of need to shoot the shadows.
Make your peace.
Ember can move up to about here. And Stormbolt. The hand is down still. Did we get dispelled? We did. We got True Seeing and less dispelled. That's not the worst in the world. Besides, this turn she's just gonna saddle up. She can still attack though. Oh my god, we just killed it by accident because we critically hit. That's awesome. It's still down on the ground. Let's just beat up the head of the Inheritor. So Zeal, I forgot about you last turn. Just go hit the Ashen Lady. Or not. And we're just gonna do another Sirocco. Just to make the double Sirocco worth it. We're gonna shoot the Ashen Lady. Except it has some intense armor. Unless we critically hit it, and then it's not so bad. The Ashen Lady, I think, is dead. Yep. Stop dispelling me. I don't like it. The hand is down. So now we just gotta kill the champions. Oh, it's still down.
Begone, fiend!
Just don't do anything. We're just gonna take these out.
Prepare yourself.
Don't waste any more spells, I don't think.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
That one's dead. That one's down. Or something.
Don't hold back.
Fall!
Desna, guide my hand.
Alright. You are strong, but here, in my realm, my power knows no bounds. I would have only to will your victory to nothingness, and it would be done. Minion, be filled with my power and kill the interloper, and I will let you take her heart as I took yours.
It's either us or them.
Okay.
Make your peace.
His armor class got way higher.
Strike.
Well, that was intense. Had a lot of damage. He's now got way more spell resistance, apparently. No luck on an attack there. Let's mass heal.
I will resist.
Many life, apparently.
You should have run.
He missed, luckily.
This will hurt.
We're not flat-footed anymore, so maybe he won't be able to hit us as easily. Oh no, he definitely can hit us that easily. He just killed. So we're going to try this again. This is an intense fight. This is our third attempt. I'm just going to cut the second attempt out. We tried summoning a bunch of things. That was ineffective. He killed them all instantly in one turn. We need to dispel him and keep him in a certain spot with all the Siroccos we possibly can get. We're going to start by putting all those Siroccos up. because I want them all ready to go, so I don't have to waste any time casting them. Okay.
I'm gone.
We get dispelled at a certain point of the fight, which sucks.
This will be quick.
And we have to fight these 3 Minotaurs, but those are not that important. We have a surprise round, which is nice. We want to move people up a little bit, just so they can, you know, reach him. He needs to be down all the time. He also has some intense spell resistance. His spell resistance is 36. Which means we should really overcome it basically with everything with Nenio. Which is fine. We also get some very annoying ads in this fight called Shadows slash... Ashen Lady. That's the word I'm looking for. I was like, she has a name, I just can't remember what it is. What do I have here? Mass invisibility won't really help us. Foresight might. But it's not that important right now, because, yeah. Let's go fight the Ashen... Oh, no, she's not up yet. She is which one? Actually, she's not even here yet. I don't see her.
Don't hold back.
Okay, the shadows now are up, so let's go fight them. We're still in the surprise round, which is nice to have. Just wanted to make sure I got that other shadow over there. If we can keep him in here, we should be okay during the main fight. Maybe. He is extremely hard to kill.
I will resist.
I'm gonna give legendary proportions to no one, I don't think. I just thought about this for a second. I don't think that's a good idea. We could summon things, but they're not gonna help, honestly. Let's Cat's Grace, everyone.
Now, what am I missing?
Didn't do that before, so we'll try that. We're gonna save... I don't know. What are we gonna do? The problem with this fight is it's ruthlessly hard. Let's just break that one down. So those are all fine. Let's hit the head of the Inheritor. He's a good person to try and finish off early. There's a Shadow. I really only care about the Ashen Lady, though. He's back up. He does lots of nasty spells, like Horrid Wilting, for example. All the shadows here are dead. Where's the Ashen Lady?
The Inheritor.
I can actually see her.
My blade.
He's back down on the ground. Good. You should never put Ember near him. She will die in a single round. For sure. We're going to start putting on some stuff on him. I don't know if these will last until the next round of combat, but it is possible.
Prepare yourself.
Let's mass heal. He can move up a little. The Ashen Lady was there, but died to a mass heal. I didn't even notice her there. That's fine. Nenio is going to go... Where? What is she gonna do? She doesn't have any dispel magics, which does kind of suck. We're gonna need to do another heroic invocation. Let's grab our group up here at some point in the near future. Don't want anyone near him.
You should have run.
He's gonna be down anyways in a second here. That is slightly annoying that he healed him. Stay back. He's down still. Okay. Ember, I want you to be like here. I'm not exactly sure what killed that guy. How did Ember deal so much damage? I'm so confused as to what just happened there. We got hit for a little bit. Then he also died horribly. I don't really understand what happened there. Knock him down. Finish him off.
Guide my hand.
Or not. We're gonna put up Guardian, our guarded hearth here. And we're gonna cast another inspiration instantly as soon as the fight changes over. Just go there somewhere, I guess.
This will hurt.
We're gonna do this on him. Freebooter's Bane. +1 bonus. That's gonna be a bunch of pluses. I hope that it'll stick through combat this round, but I'm not entirely sure if it will. Also, we can't use things like, I know people are being like, gonna be like, why don't you use Smite Evil, or why don't you use any of Seala's other abilities that are really good against evil stuff. He's not evil. That's the thing. That's the problem here. He's actually lawful good, which makes it very annoying to do anything to him. Because yeah, if he was evil, we could use Smite Evil. We could use a whole bunch of other little abilities. He is down, which means the fight's going to switch over to the next round right now. Okay, so Baphomet does show up here and does his thing. He dispels magic on everyone, which is very irritating. He does not, however, get rid of all of our Sirocos, which is good. Our game is lagging a little bit, probably from the 9 Sirocos that are going on, or 8. So he's taking a bunch of damage, but not a lot. Okay, so Arushale's turn. Let's take a quick look at his debuffs. Does he have all those things we put on him? Oh, he's got so many things. I don't think so. Okay, so what we're gonna do is hit him with steady target, shoot him once, and then 5-foot step away. He will not fall down, probably, because his fort save is intense. Although I guess he could fall down, he just won't. We don't want to fight him in melee, at least not yet. Well, we can't get near him because the fire's in our way. So we're going to delay action until after Ember. He missed Soziel, which is incredibly rare. We're going to put Freebooter's Bane on him. Now, the things we can't use against him are things... Actually, we can dispel him. We can try and dispel him. Did we get anything? What did we roll? We rolled a 2 on our check. Sweet. That's excellent. That's exactly what I was hoping to do. 18 to hit. That's not good. We're going to 5-foot step away so we don't immediately die. We do have 1 dispel magic target on him. We can try. We need to dispel him with someone. Yeah, he got hit again. That's kind of good. Ember does have a bunch of greater dispels, which could work. We failed to dispel anything because we rolled what now? A 4. Of course we did, because why would we ever roll anything higher than a 5?
Don't hold back.
We hit him for a decent amount of damage there. He is getting hit by the Sirocco, but at the same time we are in dire straits here now. We're going to 5-foot step away so we don't die. And then we're going to cast this. Heroic Invocation should help a little bit.
I will resist.
We have a decent chance to hit now. Oh, he got knocked down. Oh, we're good. We may win this time. He was very hard last time. You know what? Let's just go in. We need everyone to do as much damage as possible to him right now, while he's down on the ground and easy to hit. And that's it. Oh, that was a tough fight. This was our third attempt and we did it. The former angel falls to one knee, but even now his movements are lifeless, apathetic. One who has no heart knows no pain. The end is near, as I expected. No more. I will bring you back to life. The heartbeat in your hand grows stronger as you bring it closer, as the heart closer to his chest. A beat, another, and then miraculously it rushes towards the broken breastplate and takes its rightful place within the chest of the hand of the Inheritor. What is this? Why does it hurt so much? Why? He sounds shocked. I know why. My own betrayal is tearing at my heart. Champion, my true friend, is it really you standing before me? Can it be that you've restored life to the one who doubted you in the darkest hour? But why? I deserve no forgiveness. I harbor no ill will towards you, friend, and I'm glad to have you back. Champion, you surpassed me in every way, me, the general of the angelic armies, and I doubted you. I thought you corrupted. No, even a Rilu's dark magic cannot stain a soul as valorous as yours. I'll make haste for heaven. I must kneel before my lady Iomade and tell her how wrong I was, screaming from the abyss and calling you unworthy. Under different circumstances, I would not dare to arrive in the upper planes with this burden of guilt on my conscience, but your faith in me unfolds my wings once more, until we meet again, and I know we will. Cool beans. Is that it?
We do it my
Did we
way.
win? Well, let's grab the loot. There's a bunch of loot here, including from the Ashen Lady, who has a bunch of things like Ring of Protection +4, Bracers of Abrupt Onslaught. Well, that's trickery checks. Whenever we make a sneak attack, it deals an additional 1d6 bludgeoning damage. Cool beans. Obviously, we didn't get the Hand of the Inheritor's loot because, you know, he's alive.
Shield me from their sight.
I think we're done here, with the exception of that one treasure chest. So let's go do that really quickly. Let's look up the answer, because I don't remember where it is or how to get it. I think it's this one. Square. 1 second, I just lost track of where it was. Square, triangle. Nope. Oh. Square, triangle, hexagon. Pentagon? Yep. Okay, good. That's the right one. Cool. I don't know where to get it, but there is a mask for Nenio's quest here. All 4 masks have been collected. Now that remains to just let them defeat the statues in the nameless ruins. So we need to do that at some point. Did we leave an obelisk up? I think we did. I think I know exactly which obelisk it is too. It's right there. I'll just break that as well. I thought we would get an angel mythic power by doing that. Maybe we will when we leave. Maybe we have to go back to Dresden or something first.
Shield me from their sight.
I'm off.
We've successfully...
Shelter.
Actually, you know what we could do? There's one more thing I want to check really quickly. The other group got this, but I'm not sure if we do. We have to go all the way up here. Where is it? Whoa. I don't know what button I pressed, but I just made it all the way back to my group. Here. We're going to quickly jump across to this little shelf again. This little shelf again. Yeah, right here. Let me jump across to there. I just don't know if we've seen this particular fight yet with this group. So let's just take a quick peek if we can see it. Do we have anyone with True Sight left alive? Does anyone have a True Sight spell? We do. We have 1 True Sight. See, we know. Sweet. Alright, we can cast that on our group. Takes diamond dust. I didn't even realize it. I wasn't even paying attention to the material cost of that spell.
A trivial task.
Oh no, she's right there. Hepzimira's here. Hepzimira, Baphomet's daughter, is now a disembodied ghost, and she lets out a half moan, half growl. Her skull is crushed, her wounds exposing a gleam of white bone, and one eye dangles precariously from its socket. A broken wheeze escapes the throat of the once majestic and fearsome warrior. He stops screaming? What a relief, he's finally shut his mouth. Upon noticing you, she steps back in terror. Did father send you to torture me? Why? Why would he do that? I served him well. You shouldn't have put your faith in your father. Hepzimira gnashes her teeth and nods. Spectral teeth and nods. That old piece of shit turned his back on me, on the best of his brood. I sacrificed my own mother to him, and did so with hundreds of my brothers and sisters, and this is how he repays me? Her voice trembles with hurt. When he made me his archpriestess, he said the title would grant me protection of a rare kind. Every archpriest of a demon lord may summon their master in their hour of need, and the master must answer their call. They'll come, for they simply cannot refuse, such is the power of the pact between demon lord and their archpriest. But my father came just to betray me. Why? I bet he was helping his new favorite, the one that took my place. Because that bitch of Vorlesh is precious to him. I hate him. I hate them both. You don't look quite as proud and self-assured as before. She flinches as if from a blow, then whispers in a voice that sounds both defeated and hateful. All those pathetic wretches, the executioners and jailers that used to grovel before me begging for my favor, now they're getting even with me. They hound me and torment me. I'm hiding here to avoid them, and a little while ago, they began torturing that lousy angel, your friend, and his screaming. Whenever I hear his scream, it felt as if my ghostly flesh were falling apart, and it hurt. You poor thing, I'm so sorry you'd suffer so much. There are times when I just can't understand you. Even compassion must have its limits. This monster has ruined thousands of innocent souls, and this fate is what she deserves. Shouldn't we feel sorry for her victims instead? Compassion is not an apple. When you give it to someone, you don't take it away from others. I feel sorry for everyone who's been dragged into this war. We all suffer, both demons and mortals. In the Abyss and on Galarian, no one deserves these horrors. What you doing here? Hiding. They say that being the daughter of Baphomet is a great gift, but unlike all my father's gifts, it was poisoned. But like all my father's gifts, it was poisoned. That poison is known as mortality. I'm a Nephilim, and unlike demons, I must share the fate of those most worthless minions of the Lord of Beasts. Upon death, the souls of all of his slaves are bound here, and I'll remain in this torment forevermore. We're not going to finish her off.
That was easy.
That's not our goal. Alright, now we can leave. Let's hope we get a mythic power soon. Maybe we go back to Dresden now? We'll see. I thought we would get mythic power in the fight for the Hand's soul, but no, I guess not. Maybe we actually need to meet with the Hand or something in Dresden. We'll find out as soon as we get outside because we'll have our command of our campaign stuff again. And we can see decrees. And events, obviously. This is a long walk back. Area exit. Everyone's almost in range. Come on, guys. Yes. Collect all. Just take all of it. I don't care too much. We have lots of carrying capacity currently. And I think we're gonna go back to the city and sell things anyways. The Fort Stone Maze is besieged by the enemy. Oh no, where's Stone... I don't even know where Stone Maze is. Close. If I were Stone Maze... Oh, there it is. That's gotta be it, right? Wait, don't move. We have more angels to add to our army. We're gonna need to wait one more day to get there, I think. Well, obviously we do. What's our decrees looking like? We have to offer a prayer to Shaylin for a relic, and that's the only event. Strengthening the chain of command also needs to be done as well. Awakening the voice of the cursed bard. 2 groups of spellcasters have arrived in Dresden to see the relic of the cursed bard. Priests of Shaylin are asking permission to offer a prayer over it, and 3 mysterious mages from Absalom would like to study the relic with their spells. So, we can get the Frankrust's charming voice, which allows the wearer's voice stronger, makes the voice stronger, and allows it to maintain its power for longer. All wearer's bardic performances and raging songs last for 10 more rounds per day. Alternatively, the amulet empowers the voice of its wearer, thus increasing hit point limits of power word spells by 150%. For example, power word kill will now instantly kill all enemies with HP lower than 150 instead of 100. We don't use either of those things, so we don't really care too much, but I'll take Shaylin's. The cursed bard committed many horrific deeds, but his original goal was noble. The priests of Shaylin cleansed Princess spirit and move, and from now on, his charming voice will confuse enemies' thoughts and bolster morale among allies. It's not the best one in the world, to be honest with you, but oh well. Heaven Warriors, go. And, we need diplomacy. Let's do a Royal Parade. But no angel yet. So, back we go home. Do we just teleport? We could just teleport, honestly. But we can also wander around the city in the wasteland. We got some time. I don't care too much. How close are we to a level? We must be very close. Pretty close. To the final level of our game. We'll hit level 20 and that'll be it. Yoink! City in the wasteland. We're gonna go there, but we're gonna save first. There's a swarm here. It's a warm, sunny day in the wound. Perhaps too warm and sunny. The Sarcorian wastelands are roasting in the heat of the purple, shimmering sun. Even demonic plants are unable to survive here. They suffocate in the red dust of the plains. A hot wind sweeps across the wastelands, leaving the commander with a taste of ash and sulfur in her mouth. The commander can see for miles around in every direction. If there were any enemies nearby, they'd not be able to sneak up on her unnoticed. However, it does not look like anyone has survived the excruciating heat in the wound. The only sign of life is the harsh sound of insects buzzing nearby. Their chittering noises sound like harsh, rasping laughter. The heat causes the air to shimmer slightly, and through the haze, the commander notices the walls of a city rising up a short distance from the road. Is this a lost Sarcorian city, demonic trap, or just a trick of the mind? The walls look real, but perhaps they are only a mirage. The commander realizes it's impossible to tell from this distance, so she decides to explore the mysterious city. The walls are partially buried in red sand, and as the commander draws near, she realizes that this is not a city, but the sun-bleached remains of a Sarcorian settlement. The buzzing grows louder, and the commander can see Vescivores perched on the stone slabs as they bask in the sun. The husks of their dead kin crunch beneath the commander's feet with every step. The commander notices rotten wooden pillars covered in faded Sarcorian ruins. The tops of the pillars have been gnawed into sharp points, making them look like long stakes. The highest of these pillars seems to be a signpost in the middle of what used to be a busy crossroads. The passage of time has worn away all but 3 words on the signpost: square, marketplace, and gem. The commander decides to knowledge world this thing, or perception thing. Search for the Vescivore Queen with Arushale. Arushale examines the houses closely. It looks like a battle took place here. The walls of the houses have been damaged or destroyed. All that's left of the roofs are a few wooden beams. When the commander turns her attention to the insects, she noticed that all of the Vescivores seem to be flying in a single direction, towards the city square. Let's also try and identify the city, using Nenio. Nenio looks around and recognizes the surrounding streets. She has seen them depicted on some ancient maps. The drawings on the walls depict horses and herds of sheep, offering further confirmation of the commander's theory. This is Demora, city of herdsmen that was lost a long time ago. The commander recognizes the majestic temple of Gozra that towers over the other buildings. This temple used to be a local landmark and attracted countless pilgrims. The underground aqueducts built under the temple supplied the city with drinking water, sourced from a lake that has long since dried up. The commander is sure that this is Demora, but its appearance here is inexplicable. The city of Demora was located far away, on the western border of ancient Sarcoris. However, there are many strange phenomena and anomalies in the world wound. This must simply be one of them. Go to the square. Or do we go to the other places? Let's go to Gem Street. Let's just try and see what happens. Gem Street was once full of gambling dens, brothels, and seedy taverns. Now all that remains are empty buildings and open doors that lead down into darkness. However, this does not seem to bother the local residents. Creatures of all different races stand beneath the remaining street signs. They sway from side to side and occasionally shout things out, as though they're trying to lure in customers. There are some demons scattered among them, but they do not seem interested in attacking. The diverse crowd of customers stagger through the street. Every once in a while, one of them will walk into a ruined building, stand amidst the rubble for several minutes, and then rejoin the activity outside. A demon with its jaw torn off approaches the commander. A buzzing voice speaks a single word through the hole in its skull. Pleasures. The commander decides to turn around and go back. As the commander moves further into the city, she hears the hum of voices and the sounds of conversation coming from the marketplace. It seems the city is still inhabited. The commander heads towards the market square and sees all creatures of all races trading with one another. Demons and other creatures scurry around between the stalls in the sun-baked square. The hot wind carries with it the foul stench of rotting flesh. As the commander gets closer, she realizes that the customers and vendors are only pretending to trade. They move around aimlessly, occasionally shouting out incomprehensible nonsense. Many of them are missing limbs, and few are even headless. They pick up pieces of rotting flesh from stalls piled high with body parts. Some of them try to attach these putrid limbs to their bodies, while others stuff the rancid flesh in their mouth. Horses with lolling tongues roam through the crowd. A headless crusader staggers towards the commander. One of his hands is missing, and a stick has been shoved in its place. He holds out a basket of rotten apples. A buzzing voice from the empty hole in his breastplate utters the words, "Marketplace by, move along." The commander decides to burn this place to the ground. The commander sets the city ablaze, but she makes sure that no harm comes to the Temple of Gosra at its center. I don't love that outcome. Let's load the quick save. I want to meet the swarm here. Let's go to the square. We'll do the 2 checks because they're easy and we basically can't fail them unless we roll a 1, which is dumb because skill checks aren't affected by critical misses, but whatever. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, go to the square. The winding street that leads to the square is lined with partially destroyed houses. Many of them only have 3 walls, and others are nothing more than piles of rubble. The commander notices more and more Vescivores flying around, and the air is filled with strange, acrid smell. The square is completely empty, but the doors of Gosra's temple swing open. A woman emerges through them and begins to limp towards the commander. She's stripped to the waist and looks as though the insects are swarming beneath her skin. Liver Mortis has discovered her withered, shriveled flesh, turning into blotchy purple color. She opens her mouth to speak, but the words come out in a low buzz that is neither masculine nor feminine. Vorba Vezor welcomes you, esteemed guest. Please make yourself at home. The woman falls silent and collapses to the ground. A small swarm of Vescivores flies out of her motionless corpse. The insects hover near the commander, as if waiting for her to follow them. The commander decides to follow the swarm. The swarm flies through the air unhindered by the obstacles on the ground. The commander has to climb over debris and walk through partially collapsed buildings to follow the buzzing insects. Finally, the swarm flies down into a blissfully cool, dark hole beneath one of the walls. It does not look large enough for a person to fit through. The commander decides to weaken perception, weaken athletics, weaken mobility. Let's perception. Arushale feels along the sides of the wall and finds a hidden door. She pushes a nearby stone, triggering a mechanism that causes the door to swing open with a creaking sound. The cool, damp air of the underground passage feels good against the commander's hot skin, but the cheering of Vescivores becomes even more intense. The commander finds herself in a labyrinth of underground passages. These are obviously not natural caverns, although the stonework of the underground aqueduct, quite a rarity for Sarcoris, is almost completely hidden under a layer of swarming Vescivores. The walls, the ceiling, the floors squirm and move like the bowels of a living creature. The insects block all the passages except for one, and the passage is growing smaller by the minute, prompting the commander to move faster. The passage ends abruptly, and the commander finds herself staring into a huge well. The passage is lit, but the bottom of the well is lost in impenetrable darkness. This could be the area beneath the water tower, but it's impossible to know for sure without a map of the city's underground passages. The well is filled with the sound of buzzing Vescivores, and the commander can smell their sweet scent wafting up from the darkness. The smell reminds her of the sweet caramel sold at Kyrieru's city's festival. Memories of that day come flooding back. For a moment, the commander feels as though she's back in the town square. As if in answer to her thoughts, the giant figure of Discari rises up from the depths of the well. Suddenly, a crossbow bolt pierces the demon lord, and the figure dissipates into thousands of swarming Vescivores. Both Discari and the bolt were formed out of insects. More scenes flash before the commander's eyes. Ash and smoke fill the skies during the battle for Dresden, leaving a sour taste on the commander's tongue. Both familiar and unfamiliar people and places appear for a moment, and then vanish. It's as if some unknown creature is trying to see into the commander's mind and access her memories. Yet the creature seems tentative and cautious, almost as if it's seeking the commander's permission. I'll allow it in. The commander allows the swarm to enter her mind, and suddenly has a vision that feels so real it's almost like a memory. The commander is standing in Dresden, or is it Kyrieru, or maybe even Neurosian. In the vision, she's watching the sunset over the city of Dresden, or Kyrieru, or Neurosian. A priest of some unknown deity approaches the commander. The commander isn't sure if it's a man or a woman, has no face. There's only a mouth where the face should be, and when the mouth speaks, its words sound like the buzzing of thousands of insects. We are Verbovezor. Verbovezor has heard about the one who defeated the mighty demon lords. It harbors a special hatred towards Discari and would like to know more about his weaknesses. It wishes to fight this demon lord and defeat him. The commander asks who Verbovezor is and where it's from. The answer does not come immediately. Then the commander sees the purple skies of the abyss cover the city of Dresden, or is it Kyrieru or Neurosian? Herbovizor has spent years gnawing at the flesh of fallen demon lords, but now a man from Damara, the city of great herds, is summoned it to fight the barbarians, a pathetic bunch of mortal thugs. Herbovizor crawls up from the depths, and when the mortal fools opens the way into Golarion, Herbovizor flies up and devours the city it was summoned to defend. It leaves behind a hollow shell, a city of empty streets and silent buildings. The city walls will lure passing travelers into a deadly trap. But the silence is not what the swarm craves. There is no life, no thought in the silence. Herbovizor wants to understand everything. It wants to comprehend Golarion, to make it part of itself. It wants to become a Golarion. Just as it has become this city, it wants to incorporate all of Golarion's essence, all of its life into itself. But there are some obstacles. There are those who wish to plunge Golarion into oblivion. Herbovizor hates Discari, it hates Baphomet, they must be destroyed. In the commander's vision, the sound of cicadas fills the air as the sun sinks below the horizon. They grow louder and more impatient, echoing the noise of the agitated Vescivores on the wall. The commander tries to focus and... I'll tell them, but I'll tell about everything. Day passes into night, and the night becomes day. Herbovizor thanks the commander politely for telling the truth and promises to help the commander in battle if she continues to be a good ally. Herbovizor assures the commander that it will remain her scent, that it will remember her scent and come when needed. We reject the swarm's offer. The commander gave the swarm the information it wanted. The Vescivores will not stand in her way. The swarm bids the commander farewell and flies back down into the well. The commander is free to leave. After being in the cool underground, the heat outside feels even more unbearable. The sightless eyes of the city's residents are fixed on the commander. When the commander glances around at those silent onlookers, she feels an overwhelming desire to... Now we have a choice. We can burn the place to the ground or leave as quickly as possible. I think we're going to burn it to the ground. The commander sets the city ablaze, but she makes sure that no harm will come to the temple of Gozra at its center. No one tries to extinguish the fire. The Vescivores leave their shelters of flesh behind and fly away in all directions. The rotting corpses turn to ash, and the walls are covered in soot. As the roaring inferno subsides, the crackling of flames is replaced by another sound, the sound of running water. Streams of clear water flow out from beneath the floor of Gozra's temple and cascade down the entrance steps. The underground stream that has bubbled up to the surface signals the return of the deity who once presided there. The commander feels the touch of Gozra's blessing. A gust of fresh air gently caresses her face. Damara has been freed. The city is no longer a Vescivore trap. We give it information and then let it die, I guess. But for now, we're going to end the video here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care.